Well, this is it. We've made it to the end of what might possibly be the greatest fishing trip of my entire life. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Fishing ATX. Guys, as you can see from the title, I am sad but also very happy to tell you guys that this is the end of the Colorado series. We have made it to the final episode, episode 10, the very final episode of the Colorado series. Now guys, this one's not going to be a traditional Colorado series episode like all the other ones, you know, where me mainly going out fishing and stuff like that. This is more going to be a wrap-up because the last day I was in Colorado was, again, not a good day. You see what I mean? The last few days kind of fell apart. I just didn't fish as well, but we didn't catch as many fish in this last one, so I'm just going to really quickly explain them to you guys, but also we're going to have a whole little conversation about the whole trip, and then I have some special film to show you guys that I've never shown you guys before, just from the past few months, and even this last past week, so you guys will see that too. So we got a lot in this episode to come up and talk about. First off, guys, I just got to show you the last day we had in Colorado. I mean, it really wasn't that great of a day, honestly, but I caught a few fish. First off, with this little trout right here.
Got one. Got one. Oh, it's a nicer fish. Oh, it's a nicer fish. Oh, it's a nicer fish. Come on, man. Oh, it's a pretty good one. There we go. Finally got one. There we go, guys. Finally got our first trout of the day. There he is, though, guys. It's crazy, though, like I was saying. Both times I've come back, yesterday and today, I've come back around and sat down, and the time I sat down, some of my fish has bitten. That's really cool, man. Hopefully, though, this guy won't die like the one yesterday did. I think he's gonna be good, though. There he goes.
Followed by this little perch.
Got one. Real small one. Oh. Nope, never mind, I still got him. Second fish of the day.
And then this last trout off the dock to end it all.
But I caught a bigger cut though later that day, so it didn't really. One's on it. Got one. Little guy. Here, just grab the net real quickly. I saw him come up and eat it actually. It's pretty cool. It's a really little.
Likely survive. Here, let me.
It'll be okay.
You need anything?
Nah, it's okay. I got it. Got him. That hurt. All right. Second officially landed trout. Third fish. Pretty little trout. Let's get him back in the water. It's be easier if we just do it this way. Just do it like that. There we go.
Little side note too, I also did miss this trout as well right here. I'll show you guys, I guess, real quickly.
Got one. Got one. It's a nice one. Oh, man. It's a nice fish. Oh, my gosh. It's a nice fish. Oh, my gosh. It's a nice fish. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. It's a nice fish. Oh, it's a nice rainbow. No, he's off. Dang it. Got him close enough. He wasn't as big as I thought he was, but he's still pretty nice fish.
It was a nice fish, but I mean, I wasn't going to eat it, you know, and it was probably about 17 and a half, 18 inch. I mean, don't get me wrong, really big trout. I wish I caught the fish. I mean, I got it to the bank, so I was like, landed it, self-released, you know, but you know what, guys, it's all good, it's all good. I was just going to say, too, I was fishing with my grandmother's neighbor, actually, who coincidentally lives right next door, you know, but he's a huge fisherman, too. I actually saw him out on the water a few days before that, and then I saw him again. I found out he was the neighbor of my grandmother, so I was like, hey, we should go fishing. He was like, totally, yeah, let's go. And we went fishing that day. We actually went to another lake, too, but we didn't catch any fish there, so we went back to Forest Lake, of course, because, you know, Forest Lake's freaking amazing, and we caught a few fish there. So it was a really good time, really good time. I had a great time with him, you know, and again, really good trip, and this was kind of the last little day, our last few fish from the actual Colorado series. So, guys, that's it. That's the end of what was an amazing trip. So now, guys, we're going to go through, and we're going to talk about what happened on this trip mainly, and what this trip meant to me, and just kind of what happened, how this really changed me as a fisherman, you know, because this was a really big trip that meant more than you guys might even see to me. I mean, this was really, really big, guys, and I never, ever in a million years at the beginning of summer would have thought this would ever happen to me. First off, guys, to start off with, I would have never in a million years thought that I would have caught a trout over 20 inches, and that was 3.5 pounds in the middle of summer. Or to give you guys an idea, if you go back to one of my videos from earlier this year, I thought a trout about this big was a decent trout. I'm not even kidding. And now I'm catching a trout about that, and I'm like, yeah, that's a good trout, man. But it's just insane, guys. Like, I can't believe how much my standards have changed this summer. It's just, being from Texas, you know, we don't have a lot of trout here. I mean, the only time we ever catch trout here is during the wintertime, which I do. I mean, I catch them during the wintertime. It's a lot of fun. But they're all little stock pond rainbows, you know. I'm used to catching trout about this big, and I'm happy with them, you know. And even when I went up to Lake Dillon, you know, I was catching trout there about that, which is bigger, but I was like, those are huge. These are giant trout. And then the first few days I was there in Pagosa, I caught some trout about that, and I was like, oh my gosh, these things are freaking huge. And then I caught the giant ones, and I'm like, bro, what even is this anymore? And my standards changed a lot for trout. I gotta tell you that a lot. All in all, though, guys, we caught just so many big trout on this trip. You know, we caught tons of 14, 15 inchers, which were just great fish, you know, great fish. But we caught 4 trout over 17 inches. 17 inches, I mean, in a week, guys. That's pretty phenomenal. I mean, we caught almost 60 fish. I want to say like 57 fish or so. I'm not totally right. I think I caught about 50 trout, so like 45, 50 trout, you know. I mean, I'm kind of winging it here, just what I kind of remember vaguely, but somewhere around that. I mean, that's a ton for just trout fishing in a week. And again, I was proud of myself too, because I mean, whenever I've trout fished in the past, it's all been just like power bait and stuff. I caught every single fish on a lure this trip, so I was pretty proud of that. You know, I was kind of incorporating some bass fishing into trout fishing. Again, guys, though, I want to touch up on the bigger trout I caught. I caught 2 17-inch rainbows. One of them actually was 17.5, and then I caught the 18.5-inch cut bow, which I really feel bad because I didn't do enough explaining of that fish. I didn't film it much. I mean, really, all I did was just come in. I caught it, you know, and I ended up just kind of showing it to camera real fast, turning it off, and releasing it. It was a bad job. I mean, I feel bad because I was a really good fish, you know, and I didn't film it right, so I was kind of upset about that. But really the big fish, you know, again, was the 20-inch rainbow trout. That was 3.5 pounds. Incredible fish. I mean, that's a fish I'll remember the rest of my life, you know. That's a fish that literally changed my life. It was just incredible fish, you know, from a guy, again, growing up in Texas. I don't see big rainbow trout. To catch one that big, especially at like 14, 15 years old, you know, I never thought I would get one this big this soon, you know. It's just incredible to me, and I just could not be happier. But yeah, guys, the Colorado trip was just an incredible trip, and it wasn't even just the fishing. I also want to touch up on the great time I had with my family. You know, I was up there visiting my grandmother and my uncle. I had a great time with them, you know. We had so much fun. They loved seeing all the fish. They loved eating them, you know, and thanks to my grandmother again for having me up there and for cooking all the fish, you know, and taking me fishing and going to Walmart to buy lures and reels, you know. I couldn't have done this all without my grandmother. I mean, thank you so much to my grandmother, Nini. That's her name. That's her grandmother name, Nini. So thank you so much to her. Really big help there. You know, I just had a great time at her house, great time at her place, and we caught a ton of great trout. So yeah, guys, it's over. The Colorado series, it's all done, but the video is not over because I have some clips I want to show you guys from the last few months, actually, all the way up to this week. I've been filming some stuff the last few months, guys, here that's just been like videos where I'll go out and catch a few little bass or something, you know, but it's not really enough to make a video, but I still want to show them to you guys because I have some pretty funny clips you'll like to see, and there's some pretty funny ones in there. I'm probably have to do a little bit of bleeping on some of them. They're pretty great, but you know, I have a couple clips too from recently to show you guys, and I think I might have figured something out. There's a little creek near my house I've been biking down to. I biked down to it twice this week, and I caught a few bass out of there. I only had one on camera, but I biked down there, caught some nice bluegill on some little trout spinners too. So I want to put those in the video and just show you guys, you know, because it's better to use the film, you know, than just waste it. So I mean, at least I guess it's a little good time to show you guys. So hopefully you guys will enjoy the rest of this video. I hope you guys also enjoyed the Colorado series. I mean, honestly, it was just such an incredible trip, guys. So again, really hope you guys enjoyed the series. We have something else coming up too. Something else big coming up as well here very, very shortly. We still have one more video of bass fishing and knockout before we get to it, but I have an exciting video coming up that I'll talk to you guys about later. But again, guys, hope you enjoyed the Colorado series. It was an all-around amazing trip. I will see you guys next time back out in the water. Enjoy the clips here for the rest of the video.
Come on, man. I mean, oh, I just got hammered. It killed it. Probably wasn't all that big of a fish because most fish in here don't tend to be too big, but that was a hard hit for sure. Got him. Oh boy. There we go. All right, came back, good thing. Got our first fish today. Well, you guys missed it, but I just got fish number 2 because I turned my camera off on the last fish, and almost a few casts later, this guy hit. Second fish of the day. You guys saw nothing, but still have to fight him. He hit it pretty well. I mean, it's nothing special again, but still a good little fish. Got him! Finally! Finally, I got him! I got the little pesker. I got him finally. Heck yeah! Heck yeah, this guy was giving me so much crap. I missed this fish 7 times. 7 times! 7 freaking times, and I finally got him. I mean, I see why I missed him so many times, because like I thought, he's probably 2 inches, if that. 6-incher in all reality. Pierce! This feels good. This little kept biting me and I couldn't get him to stop. Got one. Yes, sir. First fish of the day. All right, we're on the board. Pretty small little sunfish here, but I'm just happy, honestly, I got a fish. There he is, little baby long ear sunfish. Yes, sir. All right. I saw him eat it out there. Definitely a little bit better sunfish. It's not the bass I was after, but it's a bigger sunfish. Got a little long ear. Get him back. Yes, got one. Finally. Let's go. Finally. Yes, sir. Oh, I finally got a bass. Let's go, baby. Oh, finally, God. Smallest one of the pack for sure, guys, but I finally got my first bass today. Hell yeah. God, that took so long. Oh, man. All right, there he goes. Good release. Guys, cannot tell you how long that took. I only caught 2 sunfish for the first about 2.5 hours of being here. I had probably 5 bites from those bass, and I kept biting it and spitting it out. I finally get one to commit. Finally, and there was a whole pack of 4 of them, and it was the smallest one by far, because that one was probably only about a 7-8 incher. The biggest one there was probably about a 1.5, 2 pounder. I got him to eat twice, but he spit it both times, but I don't even care, man. I caught one. That's all that matters. Got him. Little buddy. A little sunfish. Second sunfish of the day. First sunfish actually on camera. Got one. Yes, first cast. Let's go. First cast, the spinner. The spinner. It actually worked. This is actually a bigger one too. Well, I mean bigger for what we've been catching. Just another little sunfish. A little long ear. Got him. Oh, that's a good find, man. It was actually kind of fun to catch them on this. This is such a light line, such a light rod, you know? Yeah. They actually kind of fight hard. Like, this guy actually kind of fought hard. I mean, this is actually a pretty big one, though. You see, this is about a normal size long ear sunfish. The size for greens, they're the biggest of the sunfish family.
Yeah, I should start coming here. Like,
got one. It's a pretty good one, actually. Nice fish. It's actually a really good sunfish. There we go. Slabby little panfish. This would be a perfect size eater. There he is. Let's get him back. mighty. That's actually a nice one too. I need to oil this reel really badly as well. Look at this dude. Hola, Mr. Sunfish. How are you today? You doing good? Sure it's not fun being hooked though. That's kind of probably your low point of the day, I'm assuming. There's another nice sunfish. Nice long ear. I mean, yeah, you know the long ears are big when they're like easily lippable. Oh yeah, I already got a fish.
On the grasshopper?
Yep. That was fast. I don't think it'd be that. I didn't think it'd be that fast actually. Let's go grab the grasshopper. It's actually a nice bluegill. Nice sunfish. Bro, he fought real hard. First fish on the little grasshopper. Hammered it on the other side of on the bank. Not catching any bass today, but catching some slab little long ears.